Hi everyone, it's Christy. Welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to give you an update of what's going on. I'm feeling much better. We may or may not have found the culprit to all the coughing. It seems like now I don't cough in the middle of the night, which is weird. But about maybe 5 or 6 weeks ago, my husband got a humidifier, and because he was waking up with a dry throat and everything, and with having the air conditioner on all the time and the dry air, etc., he thought, well, let's try it. Well, that's about the time that all of my symptoms began, and he wasn't. A couple of times we used some essential oils in there, but not steadily. But it seems like about 3 or 4 days ago, I said, let's try, not using it and see what happens. And my cough has backed off quite a bit. Now, I do have some, spells of coughing, but nothing like I was having before. And I've always had kind of a dry thing going on. You guys have heard it in my past videos. I try to edit it out. It's not always possible because I speed talk sometimes, and it's hard to get the speed talking and the coughing separated. But anyway, I'm here today, and I just wanted to update you on what's going on. I've been working on this little beauty. Cute. I got this idea from Yvonne Preston, and I'll leave the link below to it. I think she said she got it from Andrea, Artie Mays. And basically, it's cardstock. Let me take apart the components so I can show you what I've been working on. This piece, which measures, I did mine, of course, USA sizes. So it's like 10 3/4 by 6 3/4. But it's 3 pieces of cardstock that I've glued together, and then I sewed around the entire thing. And then I came over, oh gosh, what is that? 4 3/4 from each side, and then that left me with a spine. This paper from Hobby Lobby, this cardstock, I did notice it is starting to show the white core, so I'll just need to be inking this up, and I'll probably put a piece of lace around that anyway, so I'm not real concerned. For the most part, it's nice, and it's got like a linen texture to it. But that's what I've done here, and then I used some pieces to make some decorative envelopes that I'm going to attach to the back pages. Now the signatures, and it's going to have 3 signatures. The signatures are, I do. The signatures are composed of these, just these regular, I get these at Dollar Tree, 9x6 envelopes, and I know UK has slightly different sizes, so I have modified it for my size papers. And then each one of those folded in half makes a beginning of a signature. I've trimmed the ends, and then inside these there's little journal cards in there. I have made it a little on the grungy side. I've added tabs from the scraps and staggered those so that it comes out, 1 2 3 1 2 3, whatever. Inside I've matted it. I have a designer page. I have a couple of coffee dyed pages, and then an envelope for the center. Now, I made my envelope slightly too big because excuse me, mine is 5 1/4 by 4 1/4, and if I was going to do it again, I would do that 4 1/4. I would make 4 if I could. Let's see, which one did I do? Mine was 4 1/4 by 5 1/4. Where is that? It's this one that says A2. Started at 8 1/8 by 8 1/8 and scored at 3 3/4. I'm pretty sure that's what I used. But if I was going to do it again, I would do maybe just a 4 by 5. There's a 4 and a 4 by 5 1/2 here. Actually, that's the one I did. Yeah, because it says 5 bar. And then I marked it, but I marked the wrong one. 4 by 5.5, 5 bar. That's the card size, not the envelope size. And I forget that every single time that I go to make an envelope, that this is going to make an envelope bigger than that. So I should have done 4 by 5, and I would have had a slightly, no, I probably need to do 3.5 by 4.5, 3.5 by 4.5. Yeah, that might have worked. I don't know. Either way, I'm not going to stress about it because this is going to be in the middle, and you can see it hangs over. Well, actually, it matches that pretty perfectly. And because it's not a big signature, it's not going to pooch out a lot, and I'm going to probably run a piece of lace on this outside piece. There's not a ton of paper in here, but I am going to be adding some pockets and some corner pockets, and it's already quite heavy. Because of the envelopes and the cards that are in the envelope. So it's going to be quite weighty, but yeah, it's a nice little size. So that's what I've been working on. I haven't been working on it a lot. Something sticky on that. But the paper collection I have used is the Poppies and Pines, and I'm doing really well. Look at this. I've used over half of it. So I still have a ton left, but a lot of these can be used with other kits because they're not necessarily the polka dots, the stripes, you know, I don't know why that's in there. They can be used with other collections, the plaids. So anyway, I'm trying to use up as much as I can. So that's what I've been working on. I hope there's not too much of a glare here for you. And then, as I told you, I got a Chindi. I don't know if they're still called Chindi when they're polyester. I don't know, but it's a Chindi style rug is what I'm going to call it. And some of the fabrics, they look like sari silk. Some of the fabrics are definitely spandex or like bathing suit material. I mean, you get everything in this collection. And oh, somebody had asked about my ring. This is my ring. Look, you see anything missing? Yeah, so and it's my own fault because I knew that my prongs were wearing down, and they wore down just too far to hold the diamond in, and I lost my diamond. And I crawled all over my bedroom, all over my everywhere, trying to find the diamond. I did not find it. As soon as I replaced the diamond, which is my next step, I'm going to go take it in and get it replaced. But because I feel naked without my ring, I've been wearing it for 28 years. Yeah, it just, I'm going to find it. But here's the thing, I vacuumed everything, so I'm not sure I'll find it. It might have, I mean, it could have gone down the sink, it could have gone down the washing machine, it could have gone, you know, I've been walking around the neighborhood, it could be anywhere. I don't know exactly when I lost it. So yeah, that was sad. But anyway, we'll remedy that. So back to the Chindi rug. I went to Five Below and they had this Chindi rug, and so it was rolled up. I didn't realize how big it was. And when I opened up that rug, it was 36 inches wide by 60 inches long. So I have 3 whole, these are grocery bags. Well, I don't know what this is. Yeah, Dollar General bag, just full of this stuff. Now, and I'm just going to show you one bag. Here, I'm going to dump this out, and I probably won't show you everything, but you can get the idea. You get all kinds of stuff in here, so it's kind of hit and miss. This is what we used to call, and look how dirty. A lot of this stuff is really dirty, and this is a brand new rug. Okay, $5 at Five Below. It does say on the package that it's 90% polyester, 10% cotton, but this is what we used to call gabardine. Anybody who remembers the old Lee's, well, I had dresses made out of this stuff, but the bend-over jeans, or they call them Levi's bend-overs or something, we used to call them back in the 80s. Yeah, real stretchy, but probably will not get that much use. This is the same kind of fabric. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. A lot of them have oil and things on them. So yeah, but then there's some really cool ones like this one. I know, and I haven't unwound it the whole way, but on the edge it's doubled over. This one has real shiny, glittery kind of effect. So when it's 2 layers on the edge, it's almost silver, but here it's kind of like an off-white, and then it gets down to here and it's kind of orangey. Looks like maybe something rusted near there or something. So I'm going to hand wash all of these. I didn't want to mess up my washing machine. So here's another one that is really pretty, but just kind of dirty and almost like that polyester jersey fabric. It even feels kind of yuck. So I was a little disappointed as far as that goes, but there were some fabulous, a lot of them look like this, like they've been sewn together to put into the rug, just scraps, you know. And I realize they're not going to throw anything away. They're going to use it all. So that, you know, it's hit and miss. But like I said, I have 3 bags of this stuff. So there is some really cool stuff. And this can be trimmed. This is a beautiful jade fabric. I have lots of this. And this is like a brownish gold. There's a couple of different kinds of golds. There's this brownish one. There's this bright yellowish. And this is nice fabric. These would be nice for ties. They're not straight. They're in all kinds of wonky shapes, but they can be trimmed up. And I think those will get used. And then this one did not even get unwound. This is how it comes out of the rug. And then you have to open it up to see the goodies. So there you can see that again. There's another shade. And this is all what I would consider golds. There's even a green color there. So lots of those different kinds of things. This is a stretchy knit fabric, but some of these would be just what you needed behind something else. Here's another orange, and here's one that matches it that has like little stripes. This is kind of a cool fabric. And I need to go through and kind of sort the bags and say, you know, am I going to use this or not? Because this one has a really neat design, but it's really thick and heavy, and I'm not sure I would want to use that in a journal. I might want to use it for something else. Did I already show this one? Yeah, that's that one. This I love. This is a royal blue, and there were a few pieces of this. Most of the pieces were, I would say, between 12 inches and 24 inches long. Every once in a while we would get one that was a little bit longer. Here's one that has kind of a plaid, and this one needs to be tidied up because it's got some tangles there. Let me move some of this over so I have enough room to show you. Here is this is the same fabric as that gold that I showed you, only in black. And then here's some more of the gold. It's kind of a, this one's kind of a different fabric. This is kind of crinkly, almost. Remember those stretchy shirts you could buy, you know, back in the 90s that had the little poochie, and it would stretch up into like a size 3X? This would be nice in an autumn book. I don't know why it's got the stitching down the middle, but I'm sure it's just because it's a scrap. Looks like there was something else attached to it at one time. But that's, you know, that's beautiful for autumn journal or something. It's got the green and the red and the orange. I'm not a big fan of orange, but you know, this is a knit camouflage. Okay. This looks like a piece of yoga pants. You know, I can use that to tie my hair up. Okay, and then here's another piece of black. This is definitely cotton. I really like that. So Let's see. This one has a really neat pattern on it too, if I remember correctly. Does it come apart? Well, yeah, there it goes. So it has like, but there again, you can see the stains. It's oil. It's either oil or I suppose it could be ink. But neat design. This is a thicker, like a broadcloth, probably cotton. Here we go with another knit, and here's some really pretty red fabric. But there again, a lot of these pieces are, you know, pieces that are sewn together, but that would be real pretty. And as much prettiness as you get pieces that you really probably won't use. I really like this fabric. I'm not a big orange fan, so I don't know how much of it I'll use, but wouldn't this be great in a Halloween journal? We got black and orange. Actually, this is glittery. Look at that. I didn't open this one. That's definitely cotton, and it's just, you know, twisted tightly. A lot of pieces, I had my daughter work from one end and I worked from the other end, and this is my favorite piece, and I think I mentioned this in my post. My nose is starting to itch, guys. It is a little dusty. Probably should have worn a mask to do this, but I love this green fabric. It's very similar to this one. Looks like it's the same. Actually, it's the same design, only this is an orange base fabric and this is green. But isn't that pretty? And I got a nice length of that one that we'll be able to use. Then we've got, I was trying to see if I could find, there's one that has like a princess on the bottom, and yeah, see, this one's all stained up. But if you're doing a grungy journal, this is cotton. And like I said, I am going to be hand washing these because I didn't want to mess up my washing machine with all of the stuff. This is some kind of a knit. Here's some more of that gold. Here is a really neat piece. Look at this. Reminds me of maybe a tie from the 40s. I could see my grandpa wearing something like that. And all this stuff sticking to me. This one has some neat designs, like little birds. I don't know what kind of birds. Peacocks? Yeah, peacocks. So that's cool. And the fun of it is unrolling it and finding, look at that floral that's in there, because it's totally hidden in the rug. You know, you don't see any of it until you unwind. And this is interesting. Almost looks like a pair of pantyhose. Another piece of something stretchy. There's some more of that lighter gold. I got lots of this fabric. This kind of a chestnutty gold. Here's a pretty one. Very vibrant, and again with the peacocks. And let's see what else I got in here. Here's some that's like a pinkish red that, you know, I will be using that one. Here's some more orange. Here's just a kind of piece of a triangle, you know. But what I'm thinking, and I think Eva has a video where she shows how to take a strip of cheesecloth and put your needle through it and then twist and make roses for journals, little flat flower roses. I think I might do that with some of these smaller pieces, but there's a nice piece of green. Here's some more of that chestnutty gold. Quite a few pieces of that. Here's some black with some hearts on it. And some more knit. There again, this one, this is sticky, so it's like grease. So anyway, yeah, look at how pretty this is. Again, peacocks. Very, very nice. I really like that one, and it has a design on the bottom too. So That's a piece of icky. Yeah. So there is a lot of fun things. I wouldn't say, did I get my $5 worth? I think so, because I got enough of this kind of gold and the chestnut one that I think would be worth $5, because I have at least, oh gosh, I'm not even going to guess, 3 of the grocery bags full of these little remnants. So even if I only keep half of them, this one's pretty too. Even if I only keep half of them, I feel like I've gotten my money's worth. So, because I paid $5 for this. So there again, I would suggest you try it. There's some pieces of this can be used. There's some red. There's some peach. Some of them have embroidery. I thought I had a bag that had some of that in it, but I don't see it. There's another knit piece that's kind of icky. This is a cool piece, but it's got a seam down the middle, so you'd have to play with it. This is, but it's got some neat little, what do you call those? Paisleys and things on it. Here's another piece of this with the peacocks. There's some more black. This is just cotton. And a piece of red. That's a nice piece of scarf material. And then another grungy, dirty, icky. That's what I call it. I don't. Somebody else might see it differently. And then a lot of this gauzy type fabric. So, and that's okay, because that's what I got it for. So do I feel like I got my money's worth? I think yes, and more so because that I just showed you is just one bag. And look at this. I mean, there's all kinds of hidden things in there. I've got 2 or 3 pieces that are like this, and so pretty. So definitely worth it. I would say go for it. Have fun. You get, we used to say to our kids, and I hear Tim Holtz say it all the time, you get what you get, you don't throw a fit. It's $5. It's fun. Just be aware that there is going to be some dirt. We ran across some leaves, some dirt, some oil. So, if you have allergies, use a mask. But yeah, and I know that some people talk about horror stories of finding other things. I didn't find anything gross, but anyway, it is cool, and I had fun. And since it was so big, I had my daughter go from one end, and I went from the other end, and even with that large rug, it took us about 45 minutes. So anyway, all right guys, so I'm gonna finish up this book I'm working on, this one, and this will be my last project. The next video will probably be a flip through for this. That'll be the last Christmas in July project. And for August, after I do my design team project, I will probably start doing a Friday, Saturday video series. And what I want to do is follow Cori Dahmen's. She has 2 series. One is flips, flaps, and folds, which I will probably do on Fridays, Friday flip. And she has the scrapbuster book, which I'll probably do on Saturday for Saturday scraps. So I am going to use coffee dyed paper, and I'm going to make a couple of the 12-page book that I made by Susie over at Creative Cafe Girl, and it's the one with the sewn in binding, and we used, I think we used 8, and we sewed 2 seams, and then we put 4 more on top and sewed down the middle, and it was just a plain coffee dyed book. But I think that's what I'm going to use for these, and I'd like to do, let's see, that gives me about 48 pages, which should take care of both of Cori's series. And I just want to focus on that for a while, doing something Fun. I'll be working on some journals on my own time, but no start to finish, because my schedule's just so crazy. And Mom is better, but not better. She's still home, hasn't gone back to the hospital, or changing her medication again, and just she's just not doing well, which is where we want her to be. And so, my sister is there with her, and I'm trying to help as much as I can. And so I want to leave my schedule open. And so I will be working but not making as many videos, and I'm going to try to stick to the Friday, Saturday videos for you guys. So did I hit record? Yes, I did. Okay, good. I have 1 minute left, guys. I'm going to wrap it up, and I'll be back with a flip through of this journal, and there again, I will leave the link below so that you can find it and do it yourself. All right? Thanks for all your support, guys, and all your messages. I appreciate it. Bye now.